Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wrestling Roundup. And finally, this is Wrestlemania week. Finally, we're at time for Wrestlemania.
Couldn't be more
Hey,
exciting.
Dan,
And I'm Austin.
and we'll do a quick little recap of the few things that happened on Raw and SmackDown.
And then we'll get right into the WrestleMania weekend matches, including NXT Stand and Deliver and night one and night two of WrestleMania 40.
So go ahead and go over with SmackDown.
All right, let me pull up the results real quick.
Okay.
Okay. One second. Okay, here we go. So to kick off the show, we had Pretty Deadly defeating Randy Orton and Kevin Owens after Logan Paul came in and hit KO with the brass knuckles while the ref was distracted with Pretty Deadly. It was an alright match, but kind of a predictable ending. Still, I was able to keep Kevin Owens and Randy Orton looking strong going into their match against Logan Paul and have him still continuing the storyline with them. Okay, and after that,
Hey, Rock.
What's going on, Dave?
Not much. What's going on?
what's up, Rock?
What's going on, Austin? How you doing, brother?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Just
So
give
what, we the only ones right now?
Yeah.
That's cool. It's all right. I'm talking it. It starts out small, but it'll grow one day.
Yep. We're just going over the SmackDown results right now, doing a quick recap of all the matches that happened very quick. And we'll get right into the
I didn't
WrestleMania.
watch SmackDown last week.
Yeah, I'm looking for the results right now. I found for the first match, but after that, it's not showing me what happened after.
What do you think about fucking Mysterio challenging his son? What do you guys think about that shit?
I thought that whole thing was over with.
Yeah, me too. That was kind of a surprise. But at least they're keeping it fresh now by making it in a tag team match and having other people involved.
I kind of figured Bray. I really felt in my heart that Ray still had some unfinished business with Dominic. So I didn't really feel like that was settled yet. So no, I disagree with you on that one, Big Dan. I didn't think that one was over yet because to me, he disrespected his mama way too much for him to just have one fight and think that shit was going to be over.
Right.
You know what I mean? Come on, think about how he really disrespected his mama right there in front of everybody. And then disrespected his baby sister, too? Nah.
All right, up next for the recap on SmackDown, we have Austin Theory and Grayson Waller defeating the Street Profits. Again, not much of a surprise with the ending, considering that they want to continue the rivalry between the Pride, as they're being called now, and the Final Testament. And us knowing how the heels work in wrestling, they're gonna do what they can to try and screw with the babyface tag team or just superstar, depending on what the rivalry is. But now I'm hearing, I've been hearing reports that it's very likely that Grayson Waller and Austin Theory will be pulled from the tag team title match, even though they earned their way into it by winning the SmackDown tournament.
Which I haven't seen. I don't know why.
Only thing I can think of is if the Hardy Boys return to WWE for one last final run.
Yeah, that's the
And
big,
they're the
that's
team
the
to
big
replace
rumor
them.
going around. Because of being a ladder match.
Right. And then we have Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee challenging Santos Escobar and Dirty Dominic Mysterio to a match at WrestleMania. As Rock was just saying, not too much of a surprise that I guess that the rivalry is continuing, considering all the bad blood between Rey and Dominic Mysterio after Dominic originally turned heel and joined Judgment Day. The New Catch Republic was the final team to qualify for the tag team ladder match for the tag title at WrestleMania, defeating Legado del Fantasma.
I can help out with the Smack or the Raw if you want.
All right. If you want, I could just read off like what they're saying in the article for the results.
Yeah.
So reeling from being attacked by the LWO, Angel and Humberto tried to contend with Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, despite feeling less than 100%. Angel and Humberto dropped Bate with a huge body slam from the top rope, but ultimately it was New Catch Republic that won with the double Tyler Driver 97, ensuring their place at WrestleMania. Next up, LA Knight. He disguised himself in the blind AJ Styles. We knew that he was going to be out there somewhere, Big Dan, but we didn't know like who he was disguising himself as. As it turned out, it was a member of the camera crew he was disguising himself like. Definitely kind of a weird look for him, but he wanted to get the jump on AJ Styles, and he managed to at first. Didn't it get broken up by Adam Pearce and security?
Yes.
And Bianca Belair defeated Dakota Kai, and Jade Cargill came in to help even out the numbers, and she obliterated Damage Control.
Do you guys think that? Do you think that they're going to end up playing under bloodline rules, or do you think somehow, some way, Cody and them are going to win the tag team?
I think it's definitely going to be. They're going to have the match under bloodline rules.
That's what I'm thinking. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that the bloodline's going to end up winning. It's going to go into bloodline rules, and Cody's going to somehow win it.
Yeah, I think. Well, I've been saying for weeks now. Me personally, I feel like The Rock is going to turn on Roman Reigns and show that it was a Rusev.
A lot of people are saying it's either going to be The Rock or Solo.
I'm sorry, what was that, Rock?
A lot of people are saying Solo might turn too.
I think it's just going to be The Rock. That's it. Solo's going to stick.
Why would The Rock turn on?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know about you, Dan, and Matt Rock, but I thought that was awesome. The ending of SmackDown with Jade Cargill coming in there and just destroying all damage control by herself. Man, what a power bomb that was that she hit. And I believe it was Dakota Kai. I know it wasn't Kairi Sane because she got hit with the Jaded. Justin says it would set up a storyline for next year WrestleMania. What would? Not exactly sure about which match or rivalry you're talking about. Okay, yeah, that's the SmackDown recap. Now we can move on to Monday Night Raw.
He says The Rock turning on Roman.
Oh, okay, yeah. That could definitely be building up for next year's WrestleMania if Roman Reigns sticks around for that long.
Right, because there's rumors now. Supposedly, he said that if he loses night 2, he's done.
Yep.
We'll have to see on that.
I think originally they were saying it was going to be an I Quit match. That was the original rumor. Where Cody Rhodes would end up defeating Roman Reigns, and that's when Roman retires. Now, you said that you were going to take care of the Raw results, Dan?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go through the Raw results quickly here. Let me bring it up real quick here. Main thing is, once again, we had The Rock and Roman deliver another beatdown to Cody and Seth.
Which we all saw that coming.
Yeah.
Because if history indicates anything, the last few years of the Bloodline, they never play fair. They always try to have the numbers advantage.
What's up,
What's up, bro? Which
Hey,
is
so
definitely something normal with heel factions.
So I don't mean to cut Austin off, but what I was saying is, if The Rock turns on Roman, that would set up a huge storyline for next year's WrestleMania for the main event.
Yes, definitely. Unless again Roman retires after.
We've been waiting for this match for what? It was supposed to happen 2 years ago. It was supposed to happen. Well, it was supposed to happen last year.
Last year, then 2 years ago, then this year, and then.
I guess we're just gonna keep on waiting.
The main thing that came out of Raw was just Solo Sikoa faced Seth, and then in the Bloodline Rules match, so we all saw what happened there. So,
and
another thing was Becky and Rhea engaged or brawled again, getting ready for their fight. Gunther attacked Sammy during the rematch against Bronson Reed.
And I've been saying for the last couple of weeks now that, to me, all arrows are pointing to Sammy winning the title off of Gunther at WrestleMania. He's the one to finally overcome him. He's always been the ultimate underdog. And the way they've been playing this out, like Sammy, he's not able to get out of his own way right now. It's a huge mental hurdle that he's been struggling so much with. But again, with him being the ultimate underdog, he's someone that can definitely overcome the odds. He's done it before. He can do it again.
I have an idea though.
What's that?
Sammy doesn't win it. Gunther. Here's what I think. There's no way Damian Priest is cashing on a world championship. No way. Absolutely no way. So my thoughts is he loses the tag team titles at WrestleMania, and then he cashes in on Gunther and wins the Intercontinental Championship.
See, a buddy of mine has been saying that too. He thinks that might happen.
I definitely think Damien's gonna cash in at WrestleMania. I mean, I've been waiting for it. I'm waiting for him. Hopefully, it could be the Seth versus Drew match.
But I'd
He
love for it
cashes
to
in.
be I really kind of would love it for it to be the Roman versus Cody match. If Cody loses, they have Damian Priest cash in and say WrestleMania, like how Seth did at WrestleMania 31, the ultimate heist of the century.
Which, by the way, I'm not sure if you guys heard Michael Cole say on Monday, but the tag team titles are being split up.
Oh,
Right, that was a very big indicator towards it. They haven't officially came out and said that, but he did say that
Yeah, they
the
said
match
that
will
they
not
said
be
that they
over
right until
those
you
strands are
grab both
announced.
titles. Yep.
And that's what's telling me, yeah, they're going to split the titles back up, which it's about time. It's about the end time that they do that. Because there's too many good tag teams. They're way too good to just be sitting around doing nothing.
well,
So I was very happy about that.
it's about the main points from Raw in that. Let's get into a little bit of WrestleMania weekend with a little bit of talk about Stand and Deliver Saturday morning or Saturday at noon Eastern, 11 Central. It starts.
Oh, damn, let's not forget about NXT. We still have to do a recap for NXT real quick.
All right, you want to do that one?
Yeah. Might as
Okay,
well
go
do all
ahead.
3 shows.
Yeah, go ahead and do a quick one on that. Forgot about NXT. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
See if I can find.
Before we start with NXT, is it okay if I mention one thing about this week's NXT?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fine.
To be honest, I think this whole Trick Williams Carmelo Hayes story is a lot better than the Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns story, kind of.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Because let's look at it this way: the main event Stand and Deliver, and there's no championship on the line. I think that if Raw turns on Roman doesn't need a championship just to be relevant in a storyline.
Right. He has that star power now.
Oh, and one thing before we go through with the NXT breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations to The Rock's grandmother, Leah Maivia.
The
for
newest
being inducted into the Hall of Fame.
into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Congratulations to her. The Rock will be inducting his grandmother. Now we forgot this about Raw. Paul Heyman announced that not surprising, but some were saying it should be ECW people inducting him, but Roman's going to be inducting Paul Heyman
into the Hall of Fame. Yes.
And I haven't heard anything about any other who is inducting who yet.
But we will see tomorrow night.
Remember that the Hall of Fame will be on right after SmackDown on the Peacock TV. I think the main things I've seen out of NXT was Trick and Carmelo going at it again.
Yeah, they got in another brawl and had to be separated by security.
There's a tag team match to determine the number one contenders.
For Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin, known as the Wolf Dogs, tag team titles, NXT tag titles. And it was Nathan Frazier and Axiom that ended up coming out on top. Which, me personally, I was surprised about that. I thought it was going to be Luke Ells and Carl Anderson.
Yeah, I would have thought that too.
With them just moving down to NXT, I figured they'd win the tag titles and stand and deliver and then be a mainstay for a little while in NXT.
Then Lyra
Valkyria.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
Slammed Roxanne Perez through the table.
Yeah, after another heated argument between the two of them when they were on the Supernova 11 session talk show.
And then the champ and Tony D were sitting, enjoying a meal together.
Yeah, Tony D'Angelo kind of put the pressure on him to have a meal with him.
Now I was reading something earlier today that is there something who was the GM on the phone with?
Are you talking about Ava?
Mm-hmm. They're wondering who could she have been on the phone with.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So it'll be interesting to find out, see if somebody returns or
could be at Stand and
up.
Deliver. Could be at next week's NXT. That remains to be seen.
What? All right. Let's get into Stand and Deliver. We got 7 matches. First one is Thea Hale, Kalani Jordan, and Fallon Henley versus JC Jane, Kiana James, and Izzy Dame.
Now, this is the rivalry that's been building up for the last few months, ever since Thea Hale was fed up with Chasing University, and Jason Jane had a match against her, which Jason Jane beat her, but Thea Hale thought that she earned her respect. But we've now come to find out that she never liked her. She was never her friend, as she said on Tuesday night.
Who do you think's gonna come out and win this one?
I think Thea Hale's tag team is going to win this, build more momentum for her, and maybe have her become one of the top female superstars in NXT after that.
Okay. Oh. Next, we got Joe Gacy versus Sean Spears, the perfect 10. The old Ty Dillinger. I like both of them.
Yeah, me too. Sean Spears, he's just returned recently, and he just finished his rivalry. At least I think it's over between him and Dijak.
Yeah. Hopefully Sean Spears wins this. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, Me too. I feel like he kind of needs it more than Joe Gacy does right now.
Right.
Win or lose Joe Gacy, he'll be all right. He'll find some way to build momentum. But Sean Spears, he needs to come back on a super strong note.
Then we got the NXT Tag Team Champions. Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin versus Axiom and Nathan Frazier. I'm ready to see Braun Breaker move on up full time into SmackDown.
Oh, yeah, everybody's ready for it. He's going to be a true superstar in every sense of the word. He already has the it factor.
I mean, he's got the look of his uncle. Yeah.
And then he's kind of taken on the personality, I think, instead of his father.
I think Axiom and Nathan Frazier, hopefully they're going to win it so we can get Braun Breaker permanently
full-time on
SmackDown. Let him wreak havoc on SmackDown. And we got the North American champion. Sorry if I say this wrong. Oba Femi.
You said it exactly right. That's how they pronounce his name.
Versus Dijak versus Josh Briggs. I've seen this Oba Femi wrestle before. I've seen him all three of them. I like this Oba Femi guy.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He might still be a little green in the ring, but he can definitely work on that with time. He can improve in the ring. It's a match of 3 powerhouses. It's going to be just a big slugfest. It kind of reminds me of last year's WrestleMania when Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, and Gunther all went at it in a triple threat match. Just a bunch of hard hitters. And it's going to be one of the most fun and exciting matches to watch, in my opinion.
Hi, Logan.
This is my buddy Logan. He's down in Philly right now. He's going to be there.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
I was in the WWE world.
Lucky.
Yeah, it was fun. I met Jinder.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome.
I met The Miz.
I see your shirt.
And Damian Priest.
Oh, cool. Tell Damian to cash in that briefcase. We're waiting for it.
I told him to cash in. I told him. And he said he wasn't sure.
Yeah, my guy Justin down here, he was just saying a little bit earlier, he feels like how you were saying that Damian Priest could cash in on Gunther, he agrees.
He could cash in on Gunther, but I don't know if I want that to happen.
Yeah, me either, but I wouldn't be too surprised if it does happen.
Mm-hmm. I guess we'll see. I'd rather him cash in on Drew or Seth.
Yes, agreed.
I'm hoping Oba Femi wins it. That he continues.
Oba Femi?
Yeah, NXT, we're going over right now. Stand and deliver.
Word, okay.
We're talking about the triple threat match for the North American title between Oba Femi, Dijak, and Josh Briggs.
I mean, Oba Femi's probably going to win that, right? I don't know too much about NXT.
He's just gotten the title recently. I don't see them taking it off of him already. It'd be a bad look for the title, and they play hot potato with it.
Oh, I agree.
Then we get the NXT Women's Champion. Mira Valkyria. I'll get that.
I know, it's kind of a hard name to pronounce.
Versus Roxanne Perez. How many times are we going to be seeing these two go at it? This is like the second or third time that they faced each other?
Right, but there was interference in the first title match.
Well, hopefully there's no interference in this one.
There shouldn't be. That was because, what is her name? The one that she had the breakout contract for winning the breakout tournament. She cashed in a lullaby. That was the reason why there was interference in the last match. It ended up turning into a triple threat match. But yes, this match, it's something that's been brewing for months now. And Roxanne Perez, it's been kind of a slow burn, but she's turned into a full-blown psychopath. And she'll take out anybody that gets in her way, trying to get her title back that she never lost, as she has emphasized over and over again. I think Roxanne Perez is going to win this match.
Yeah, I had to think for a second there. I'm like, you know what? She said she never lost the title. She collapsed when she faced, I can't think of the Japanese lady's name.
Miko Satomura, I think her name was.
Yeah, I think so. When she
The final
right after
boss.
the match, she just collapsed in the ring.
Yep.
I'm hoping Roxanne wins.
Yeah, me too. I like Valkyria, but it's Roxanne's time. Strike while the iron is hot.
Then we got the NXT champ, Ilja.
Ilya.
I
know these names.
Ilya Dragunov versus Tony D'Angelo. Tony D'Angelo, in my eyes, deserves a title reign.
Yes, I've been talking to Logan
a long time.
Yep.
And
you've been saying that.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a big reason why they took the tag titles off of him and Channing Stacks Lorenzo, because they just gotten them back, and like a month or two later, they lose them all over again.
It'd be a good way to get Ilya up to the main roster too. You gotta think about
that. Yeah, start
preparing like he's deserving of it at this point.
He definitely is. That guy can really go in the ring, and man, he is a hard hitter. That H-pop, I feel sorry for whoever has to take that move.
As I said, I'm going with Tony D'Angelo to win this one.
Yeah, me too.
I think so. That makes sense.
And in the main event, Trick Williams versus Carmelo Hayes. This is going to be a slugfest. These two are going to be out to beat the living out of each other.
Out for blood. Definitely the most personal rivalry for Stand and Deliver this year. One of the most personal rivalries I can remember since I've started watching NXT.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this one. Maybe Trick wins it, or maybe Carmelo wins the first match and they have a rematch with some sort of stipulation in it.
That very well could be. And I like how, yes, they're obviously they're kind of doing like their own version of what Triple H and Shawn Michaels did for SummerSlam 2002, but they're putting their own spin on it, their own flavor to it. And it's been such a good rivalry, even if it's just started very recently.
Well, I don't know too much about these guys, but I know Carmelo's good. I've seen him on SmackDown a little bit. He's exciting.
Trick Williams, he's still a little bit more green in the ring than Carmelo Hayes is, but he's
I will catch you up to speed here, Logan. Here's the whole thing behind this. Trick lost his NXT North American Championship, and Carmelo lost the NXT Championship, and so they both agreed that Trick would go back after the North American Championship, while Carmelo went after the NXT Championship, but Trick got into the number one contenders match for the NXT Championship. That's what kind of set Carmelo Hayes off behind this whole entire rivalry where he took him out at the last NXT TakeOver.
Because I remember when he came up to the roster, he was a babyface, and then
I
think Trick came out one time.
Yeah, they were definitely babyface until the last NXT TakeOver.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. I'm excited to see how that goes because I feel like that could be like an all-time great NXT match.
Like I said, Trick Williams, he's a little bit more green in the ring, but I feel like he's the one that is going to probably be the bigger superstar. He is another one that seems like he has the it factor. He connects with the fans, and he is incredibly over. And he's so good on the mic, doing his golden mic.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Carmelo Hayes, unfortunately, is probably going to win the match.
they're going to set up a rematch with some sort of stipulation.
That very well could be.
It might go might go in 3 matches between these two, and the third one be a stipulation thrown in there.
And that's when Carmelo Hayes gets up to the main roster full time
Right.
after their rivalry is concluded.
Yeah, I think this is his farewell rivalry.
Yeah.
Well, that's our going over the stand and deliver matches. I hate to say it, but NXT always outdoes the main roster.
Not
all
always.
the time.
Not always.
Well, they've
Especially
had
recently.
some in the past. I agree, not always, but they've had some one heck of a main events on the NXT.
Yeah. I don't know.
But
Well,
now that Triple
go
H
ahead.
is taking over, I think that's going to really start to change. Things
Right.
are going to get better with the main roster. They've been getting a lot better.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Well, now that we're done with Stand and Deliver, let's get into WrestleMania Night 1. I believe it starts at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. It starts earlier. First matchup to talk about is Jay versus Jimmy. This is a match I've been waiting for quite a while since Jimmy left the bloodline, or Jay left the bloodline and went to Raw. I was hearing it. Obviously, it's not going to happen, but there were rumors that Rikishi was going to be possibly the referee.
I mean, I'm still holding out a tiny bit of hope that it's just going to be a very last second thing where they get to the ring and then Rikishi's music hits and he puts on the referee shirt. And boom, there we have it. Special guest referee. That'll just be so cool. I think everybody will mark out over that.
That'd be a huge pop. I tell you what.
Yep.
It'd be a huge pop.
Can't wait to see the crowd on Saturday night doing
Yeah.
Jay's.
The little dance.
I can't wait to see this match. I've been waiting for it for quite a while now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, who do I want in this one? Or who do I want?
I think
Jay.
it's going to be predictable, but sometimes that predictability, it doesn't hurt it. You still have fun watching all of it go down. I think Jay's going to win it. He's the one that has definitely the bigger star power, and he needs this win to really solidify his push as a singles competitor.
That's true.
I'm gonna go. I want Jay to win. I want Jay to win, but for some reason, I think Solo's gonna get involved somehow.
Yeah.
I'd hate for that to happen, but it's a possibility for sure.
I'd say even probability, honestly. Solo will find a way to get his ass in that match.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with Jay to win this one, unless Solo, comes through the crowd and.
Mm-hmm.
Now, isn't there supposed to be another one coming in? I read there was someone else supposed to be coming.
Maybe, yeah, the fourth brother, the fourth
Right.
Uso brother might be coming in.
There's another one that might be coming in?
Yeah, it's been a rumor for months now.
What's his name? Is it Jacob? Is that his name?
I can't remember.
Whatever.
Next, let me get the picture up. It's easier to do with the picture.
Oh, for the record, I think Jay's going to win too.
You got the 6-pack ladder match.
Oh.
You got the Awesome Truth, the New Day, #DIY, Tyler Bate, and Pete Dunne. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, all against Finn Balor and Damian Priest
Of the Judgment Day.
of the Judgment Day. I am a huge #DIY fan.
Yep, same here. I'm so glad
I know
to see that they were
both
united
are.
as a tag team.
I would love to see them win the tag titles.
Yes, and I've been saying on record since they announced that title match that it's going to be the most fun for me personally to watch out of all the matches. Well, how chaotic it's going to be, all those guys in there,
Oh, yeah.
12 men in a ladder match. I'm not sure if we've ever seen that before. That many guys in one ladder match. There's going to be bodies strewn all over.
It's gonna be fun.
Now, there are a rumor going around that the Hardy Boys have left AEW and are headed back to the WWE and will be involved in this match.
I don't believe it. I don't buy it.
As the old saying goes, I'll believe it when I see it.
Right. The thing that's
I don't
kind of
buy it.
making me believe it is how they've been saying now that they're going to pull Austin Theory and Grayson Waller from the match. Why else
would
would
they
they
do
do
that?
that?
Why?
Why would they do that? There's no reason to.
Right, unless they really want the Hardy Boys in that ladder match.
I don't know. I feel like that's an insult to Theory and Waller.
I get what
within
you're
that night in,
saying,
night out,
100%.
You know,
But it's a business, and WWE's not going to care. They're going to be a way
That's
bigger draw,
true,
obviously,
right.
as a tag team.
that's true. You know, you got to think about the draw and who's the bigger draw and whatnot. So I see where you're coming from.
Then let's see. My prediction is I'm going with DIY to somehow pull it off.
Now, me and Logan have been talking about this. And
We have.
yeah, we both feel like they're going to split the tag belts. So I think DIY, I said what I'd want to see is for them to go to SmackDown. And then
Yeah.
I'm not really too particular on who gets the Raw tag title belts.
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Judgment Day keep on holding the Raw tag title. It could be May. If they're going to stay in the match, anybody but Theory and Waller. I can't stand those two goons. They're so freaking annoying, man. And I know they're probably going to end up splitting up pretty soon. They've planted in a couple seeds already.
They have, right? I mean, I think that the match is gonna end. I think it's gonna be Awesome Truth, R-Truth, and Miz getting one title instead of the titles. And I think I initially said the Street Profits, but they're not in the match. I think then it gets hard. I think it could be I think New Catch Republic could surprise, maybe. But I feel like it's too early to pull the trigger on them.
It might be a little early, but it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for them to hold the other
You
set
know,
of tag
I've
belts.
just heard of it too. I mean, follow their careers and, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go Theory and Waller. I'm going to spite you guys. I'm going Theory and Waller to win the SmackDown titles.
Okay. I mean, I can
We'll
see
see
it
how-
happening. I just
we'll
don't
see how it
want it
goes.
to, personally.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we got Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi versus Damage Control. I'm glad to see Jade Cargill finally getting into finally wrestling. She was dominant in AEW. She held that. Hold on. I'm trying to think of which style it is for the women.
The TBS title. I want to say it was like 580 days they would hold it for when she had that huge undefeated streak in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
It's hard to remember because they got the other TBS's. You got TBS and TNT titles.
They've been treating her like a main event player, though, right off the bat.
Yeah.
So,
and I barked out so hard when she just came into the ring on SmackDown and started beating the shit out of all Damage Control. That power bomb was nasty.
That's what we were talking about. We were talking about the power bomb.
Yup.
And
it made me jump up out of my seat.
Right. I don't think there's any way. There's no way Jade loses this match. There's no way.
No, I think
I think it's gonna be pretty easy. Jade, Bianca, and Naomi win.
Now,
agree.
people have been talking about it, and I completely understand where they're coming from. And it's just, it is frustrating that Asuka, she'd be losing again. Like, she's too good of a wrestler.
Yeah.
Like, just all around. Her in-ring skill, her characters that she's done over the years since signing with WWE. She shouldn't be losing every single match she's in at WrestleMania. It's a travesty for them to do that to her. And she never should have lost her undefeated streak to Charlotte Flair just to give her an even bigger push.
Next, we got the LWO, Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar and Dirty Dom. I hope that Dragon and Ray win this match.
Right. But with that being said,
he's out of Dom.
Yeah, man. Like a couple of people talked to me about already. I think Logan, you were one of them. Carlito could turn heel.
Yeah.
He didn't look too thrilled about Rey Mysterio announcing Dragon Lee as the newest member and saying he was going to be his tag partner for WrestleMania.
No. So I think it absolutely could end with Carlito turning heel, meaning Santos and Dominic win the match.
Right.
And that would be crazy, but Carlito works well as a heel. And at this point...
That's what he's mostly known as being a heel.
Right.
But unless that does happen, I'll take Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee for the win.
I think I'm going to go Dom and Santos, actually. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, for some reason, Dirty Dom. I got a feeling.
But I really do like both of them, Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. Dominic has very quickly become one of my favorite superstars.
Yeah, he's great.
Just doing awesome work as a heel.
Yeah. He's really been killing it. So,
yeah, I think they got to put him over here. Dirty Dom and Santos. Unfortunately. Somehow, Dirty Dom's dirty.
Yeah.
Well, we know it won't. Rhea Ripley won't be down there at ringside with them since she's wrestling.
Yeah, she'll be preparing for a match against Becky Lynch.
Actually, that's our next one.
Biggest match of her career.
Versus Becky Lynch. This should be a real good match too. I like Rhea Ripley. I've liked her since, days of NXT.
Yeah. She's always been very dominant.
And she plays a good role with doing a real good job with the Judgment Day. You're trying to be like a leader of the Judgment Day, basically.
Yeah, and for how young she's only like 26, 27. The list of accomplishments is insane.
Yeah.
Her having NXT UK women's title, NXT women's title, Raw women's title, the roster women's tag title, SmackDown women's title, and now the world heavyweight women's heavyweight championship, whatever you call that, the world championship.
Yeah.
And she's won the Royal Rumble.
Right. I hate to say it, I like Becky Lynch, but I don't know.
I kind of want Rhea to continue her dominant reign.
Yeah.
I agree.
Not time for her to give up lose that title yet.
No.
I'm going.
But I could see it going either way.
Rhea's going to win, I think.
I think Rhea's going to win personally, but I wouldn't be surprised if Becky did, knowing how they love to push Becky.
Right. Exactly. Then we got Intercontinental Champion Gunther versus Sami Zayn.
Now, I know you have a strong opinion about this.
I don't think Sami Zayn's going to dethrone Gunther.
Well, I know Mr. Austin J. Liddell has a very strong opinion.
unless what's his name, Shoosh guy.
Chad
Yeah,
Gable.
you were telling me that the other day, and
Yep.
Unless Chad Gable has something to do with the match and helps him, I think Gunther's going to end up winning this match.
No, I was saying I think there's a chance Chad Gable turns heel on Sammy. I don't know if it will happen, but
yeah, it very well could happen, Dan, where Sami Zayn wins the tag. Oh my god.
with the
Yeah.
title.
Yeah. Wins the IC title, and then Chad Gable celebrates with him real quick, and then he friggin' maybe he hits him with a low blow or something, and it starts their rivalry with Chad Gable now as a heel again.
That's, yeah. That could happen. I mean, I'm surprised the way it's leading up. With it very well could happen that Gable turns on Sami Zayn.
I think Gunther's gonna end up winning this though.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Sami Zayn.
I
I
know
was
you've
thinking
been thinking
Gunther
Sammy.
first, but after the way this has been playing out, it's really changed my mind on it.
I understand. It'd be cool to see Sammy get a singles moment though, because he
Right,
deserves
but
it.
either
He's been
way, I'm
putting in
happy
crazy work.
because Gunther, he deserves the long title reign. He is putting on banger match after banger match.
That's facts.
Everybody he steps in the ring with. He makes everybody look better.
Yep. That's a fact. So, I mean, there's a real chance they just continue the reign with Gunther.
right.
I just
But I
wonder
also
at that
kind of
point
want to
who's
see
going to
him.
finally dethrone him.
I want to see him go after the world title. Though.
Oh, I
One of
do
these times.
too.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe that's something they set up for next year. But I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
And in night one main event, the Bloodline, Roman Reigns and The Rock versus Cody and Seth. This is gonna where if Rock and Roman win, it's gonna be a Bloodline rules match in night two between Roman and Cody. If Cody and Seth win, it's gonna end up being no the Bloodline.
Right.
Yep, they're all barred from ringside.
Right. But you never know, someone else could always. But anyways, that's for later.
Yeah.
This match could live up to be could be one of the top matches of the pay-per-view.
It very well could be.
I mean, yeah. Seeing The Rock back in the ring, him and Roman.
Yeah, I hate to say this because I'm someone that has always loved The Rock. Yeah, I've hated his character recently, but I've always been a big advocate for The Rock just in general. But especially with his age now, I think he's going to be the one that probably kind of looks the worst in the ring. Maybe they don't have him in it for as long as the other guys.
Right.
Could be.
I hate to say it, but somehow, some way, I got a feeling The Rock and Roman's going to win the match, where it's going to be a Bloodline rules match on night two.
Would not be surprised at that at all.
I think that's going to happen. I think they already kind of teased what the Bloodline rules would look like on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Exactly.
thinking, why would they tease that if Rock and Roman aren't going to win? You know?
Yeah, it wouldn't make much sense.
Yeah. So I think that's the only way they can do it, in my opinion.
And Mama
Rock and
Rose is
Roman win,
there.
and then night two we get some overbooked madness.
Mama Rhodes is going to be there.
She's going to be in attendance. It's true.
Yep.
All right. That is the end of the recap or the
Night one.
of
Yes.
night one. Going into night two. We got Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus the Final Testament in a 6-man tag team Philadelphia Street Fight match.
It's another personal rivalry. There's a lot of them for this year's WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And it's been a pretty brutal one.
I don't know
Definitely
how to feel about
one-sided.
this match.
So far in favor of the Final Testament. It's been pretty much weekly beatdowns on the Pride.
Yep.
They're trying to call them now, which I personally hate.
I hate that.
Fucking
The Pride
stand
is really stupid.
But yeah, oh man, that being Bobby Lashley and Street Profits, which
Yeah.
I didn't really think about it until just now, but that leads me to think that the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley are going to come out on top. I know that Karrion Kross, he needs to push, like this is his last chance, or they're just going to release him again, like if he just can't string wins together. And I don't know, I don't understand it because I feel like he probably has it all. He could be the big superstar, and something's been holding him back. I don't know if it's him or if they don't believe in him. What the deal is? But yeah, I think that Bobby Lashley and Street Profits are going to win it.
Yeah, I'm a fan of AOP. Have been again since their days in NXT. In that, but yeah, I think Lashley and Street Profits are going to win.
I think,
even though he's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Final Testament because if they don't win, it completely buries them and they'll have nothing to do ever. That's how I feel. I think they kind of have to win to legitimize them as an actual faction. Whether or not that happens, I don't know. But I think the Final Testament is going to win that one. And I'm not sure how, the build-up has been a little weird, but I think they have to win.
And can I just say real quick, I talked to you already about this, Logan, but Big Dan, when Andrew Dawkins hit that shoulder tackle on either right ankle or his arm, I lost my shit. I know he's a big dude, he's strong, but AOP, both of those guys, for him to be able to mold them over like that, wow, that was jaw dropping to say the least. Literally, fucking my jaw dropped.
Yeah.
Just one of those cool mark out moments.
Yeah, that's one of those
Next
I'm interested to see how that match goes. But go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I'm as interested to see how that match is gonna go, and that's really it. That's all I had to say.
Next, we got LA Knight, versus AJ Styles, the phenomenal one. This should be a good one.
Another personal rivalry.
Right.
They've really done an incredible job of building this up. Especially with no title on the line.
Even though it's kind of goofy with the whole thing of LA Knight going to his house. It's something they've done time and time again in WWE.
I love that though. Those are always fun.
I think I like both of them, but I'd like to see LA Knight win this one.
Yeah, he needs it more than AJ Styles does for sure.
His first match at WrestleMania.
I mean, it's just AJ Styles, another superstar that it's a who's who of the people he's beaten, all the accomplishments he can list.
Right.
He can put LA Knight over. Like, the guy is really insanely over with the crowd already, and just another little thing to help him with his push.
Yeah, I think there's no way AJ Styles wins this. I think it has to be LA Knight. WrestleMania.
Much as I like AJ, he could still really go in the ring.
If they want to cement LA Knight as a legitimate main event contender, which he is, he's capable of being. He has to win.
Yes, for
at
sure.
Mania. So.
Agreed, 100%.
Next, we got the U.S. champion. Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton. This should,
Another really good build-up they've done.
Very good build-up. I'm hoping Logan Paul loses.
Yeah, we all are.
No,
one
not
on-
me. I got some bad news for you. I'm a big Logan Paul guy.
He
Oh,
might
yeah,
win.
that's true. You have told me that before.
I love Logan Paul. I think he's doing great work right now.
I will
So-
give him that. As much as I can't stand him, his character, whatnot, he really has, like, very quickly, like, improved in the ring and shown that he can
Oh my
hang.
gosh! I mean, he's proved that he's like, he's not just like he's not just a one-off celebrity appearance. Like he's legit and one of the most athletic and naturally talented wrestlers I think I've ever seen.
Oh my God, that spot at last year's Royal Rumble with him and
With
Ricochet,
Ricochet?
that was
Yeah.
insane. I could not believe they pulled that off.
So I think Logan Paul has proven himself. And I guess I'll start the predictions off. I think he's going to win. And I think he's going to hold the title for a pretty significant amount of time. I think they've also been building him up as one of the poster childs of SummerSlam.
Mhm.
So I think having him keep the belt until SummerSlam, and that would be in his home state in Ohio. I think it only makes sense for him to keep it and then maybe have his moment at SummerSlam and see how it goes.
Right.
I think it's going to be Kevin Owens. And here's why I say that. Like, yeah, he's definitely someone that doesn't really need to have a title to make himself relevant or anything, but he has been pretty lost in the shuffle as of recently. I mean, yeah, I've loved like the rivalry he just had with Austin Theory and Grayson Waller.
That
The
was
whole
fun.
thing where he punched both of them in the face at the same time. Fucking hilarious stuff, but I
Yeah.
think that it could definitely help him from being completely lost in the shuffle and just having nothing to do. That's my personal opinion on it.
That's understandable.
Is this
I mean,
Randy Orton's? Randy Orton's never held this title, right?
Yeah, he has.
I
Oh,
thought
he
he
has
did.
held the U.S.
I
title.
thought he did.
Yeah, like once or twice.
Because I'm pretty sure he came in, and then my guy Jinder beat him at WrestleMania, I think, for the title,
Mhm.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Speaking of
somehow.
Jinder.
No, it
Orton
wasn't at
ended up winning
WrestleMania
this.
because Randy Orton won it off of Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania, and then Randy Orton lost it pretty quickly to Jinder.
Oh, no, I'm talking about when Jinder beat him for the United States title. I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So,
I do remember that.
yeah.
Somehow,
That's crazy.
Logan
Jinder
Paul
kind of has
winning
his
this.
number.
He does.
I
Sorry,
got
what were you
Logan
saying,
winning
Dan?
this one. Logan's gonna win this one somehow. Somehow,
I could definitely see it.
I
I'm
can
still
see
going
it
with Kevin
happening
Owens.
with or without help.
Hmm.
Well, maybe without, because somehow Randy and Kevin Owens will hopefully be on their toes.
Yeah, for sure.
Then we got the WWE Women's Champion Io Sky versus Bayley. This has been brewing for quite a while.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
as long as Io Sky and Dakota Kai have been on the main roster, Bailey
Yep.
brought them up a couple years ago at SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's time for Io Sky to lose the title yet. Net. I mean, she's been a decent, champion. But then again, let Bayley have her WrestleMania moment.
Sorry, what, Dan?
I'm not sure if Io's going to lose or not.
I definitely see Io losing. This is Bailey's time. She's going to have her WrestleMania moment finally. She's going to get her flowers, which she has deserved for years now, putting
Yeah.
over countless amount of women as the locker room veteran and never asking for anything in return, never complaining, just doing her job.
As we saw on, remember at the Royal Rumble, when she won the Royal Rumble, the crowd was going, was cheering for her.
Going bananas. She is
And
a sentimental
happy for her.
favorite.
In that. So now he's got to keep damage control out of there.
Yeah.
You know that they're gonna try to do something, but hopefully,
But I see their opponents on night one interfering with them trying to interfere and driving them away from the ring.
yeah.
I think Bailey. I think Bailey's gonna win. I think it's kind of like I mean, she's considered one of the 4 horsewomen, and she never has had like her WrestleMania moment, right? Like her time with the title, and I think she needs something special. So I think she's gonna win.
The closest she did was, I think I do remember her retaining the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania a few years back.
Yeah, but winning the
It was
title is
Nia
different.
Jax, her, Becky, and Charlotte, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
You're probably right.
Or
can't
Sasha. It was
recall.
either Becky or Sasha was in that with Charlotte and Nia. But yeah, Bailey retained her title. Now she can win the title and truly have her WrestleMania moment.
Next, we've got the World Heavyweight Champion Seth freaking Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. Gonna be interesting. How was Seth the night after the tag team match?
Yeah, I'm sure he's not going to be anywhere near 100% after that match.
Oh, he's gonna be beaten up pretty good. I wouldn't. Yeah.
Everybody's thinking that Seth is going to lose, and then Drew McIntyre is going to win the title, and right after Logan Paul can cash in.
Logan Paul.
Or I'm sorry, Logan Paul.
Damian Priest.
Damian Priest. Yes, I'm just all over the place tonight.
You're all good. I think you're right about that, because I think what they just announced was Clash of the Castle is going to be in Scotland, and my thing is I think Drew wins at WrestleMania, Damian cashes in, Damian holds the title until Clash of the Castle, and then Drew gets his rematch and gets his moment in front of his home country. So,
and we just talked about this the other day. That maybe at that point they turn Drew McIntyre right back into a baby face, but more of like a straight edged face.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like the lines could still be blurred for him, but it could be insanely over at that point. And we all seen it too many times where the heels, like, they try their damnedest to lose that popularity or whatever, but they just can't.
And also, if that happened to be at Clash of the Castle, it'd be a good time to bring back CM Punk and set up that rivalry.
Maybe we'll see.
Comes back, it's him and Drew. They're going to be battling.
I know both of you are huge CM Punk fans and have been for a very long time.
That's my guy.
And I'm willing to give him another shot, give him another chance, see how this goes with WWE.
Yeah.
I agree with. I think Drew's going to win, but I think it's time for Damian. I'm sorry. Time to get him the championship. I mean, he's had to wait around, what?
Forever.
2-3 months he's had to wait around since Seth was out.
And I mean, Drew is no. Well, Drew has been the one that has caused Damian so many cash-ins. So it only makes sense storyline-wise for him to cash in on Drew after all the times that Drew's cost him. That's how I feel about it.
Right. That was my guess. That was the first. There's a double main event. That was main event number 1. The second one is undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Well, I believe we all agreed that it's going to be the bloodline, him and The Rock.
It's going to be bloodline rules.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a bloodline rules match.
Where I see it setting up for The Rock to turn on Roman Reigns, and it turns out it was all ruse the entire time. The Rock never was a heel. He was infiltrating from within the bloodline and trying to take it down from within. And do you
Yeah.
really see The Rock bowing down to anybody?
No.
That's The
Yeah, you're
Rock.
right.
Him and
You're
Steve,
right.
Stone Cold Steve Austin are the two that never will take orders from anybody.
Normally, Rock's the one making the orders. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he's on the board of TKO right now. So,
Yep.
The final boss.
but I think they could be setting up a heel turn or a face turn for Rock, and setting up like maybe a SummerSlam match between Roman and Rock, finally getting that main event that we've been waiting for. Like that match will be awesome, and I think Cody's gonna win. I think the match is gonna be unbelievably overbooked with so much shenanigans happening. I think that Cody is going to come away with the win.
Me too, I agree. Cody
it's
finally
Cody's
gets his
time.
moment. He finishes his story.
It's Cody's
Yep.
time.
Because Mama Rose is going to be there at ringside
Yep.
both nights.
It's true.
And that I'm going Cody to win this one.
I think so. So we're all in agreement there.
Yeah.
Now it'd be nice if Cody, and he's still in AEW, but what if AEW lets Dustin come out?
No, AEW won't let that happen. Unless Dustin left.
True.
That would be nice, though.
It'd be nice if he is at least ringside for the matches.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That'd be cool. Just
Now,
don't know
before
if
we
Tony
sign
Khan's
off,
gonna let that happen.
I want to ask you guys, like I already told you which match I'm looking forward to the most. I want to know which one you guys are looking forward to more than any of the others.
I'm looking forward to seeing the Bloodline versus Seth and Cody.
That's going to be
Yeah.
a real good match.
I think that night one main event, I don't think I've ever been more excited for a main event in my life. I think they're setting that up perfectly. It's such a beautifully built main event. I mean, it's the one I'm most excited for.
I'm thinking, yeah.
Yeah, for me, again, it's the ladder match, a tag team ladder match.
Understandable.
Chaos with it. It's going to be so fun.
There's so much
All the brutality.
chaotic potential there.
Yep.
Well, that concludes the show. I had something else I was going to mention.
But you lost it?
Yeah,
And the way it works is as soon as we sign off, you're going to remember.
it'll come right to me.
Yep.
In that, it had something to do with. Has anybody gotten to see the Bray Wyatt special yet?
No.
I saw the first 38 minutes of it. But Bray was one of my favorite superstars. And they had a whole exhibit for him today, too, at WWE World, which was really cool. And I got to see the Fiend title up close and stuff. Yeah, it's just such a cool... He's such a good character worker. And I wish I got to see the full thing, but I haven't gotten around to it yet.
All right.
It was awesome having you on here, Logan, and our other
Yeah,
guests that
Tony
were able to
Logan.
hop on for a little bit.
Of course, thank you guys. That was fun. I like talking
Yeah,
about wrestling and
it
stuff.
really was. Getting everybody
then-
else's opinions.
Anytime that you want to join, just let Austin know.
Mm-hmm.
We do it every
course.
Thursday night, usually around 7-6 Central.
Yep.
Alrighty, well, I'll keep you guys updated on that then.
Yeah, no
Alright.
Thanks for
problem.
having me on. It was fun.
Take care, everyone, and enjoy WrestleMania. Logan, have fun this weekend there.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
excited.
Enjoy it,
I'm
bro.
excited. You guys have a good one. Have a good night,
You
guys.
too.
You too.